In a previous video, I was moving my home server from a desk-mounted case into a older style rack-mounted case, but I ran into a little bit of a problem. Even though everything fit in the newer case, I wasn't really totally happy with the fit at all. Things were a little bit too tight, I think, in the case, and I was a little bit concerned with heat problems and so forth. So what I ended up doing was I jumped on Newegg and I ordered myself a Rosewill RSV-R4000 server chassis. It's just a rack-mounted case. Got home today, UPS showed up, and it was here waiting for me. So I haven't seen any unboxing for this case, so I figured I'd make one for you guys. Now, I already went in and I cut open the box a little earlier because it's tough to do with one hand and the camera, so I didn't want to cut myself. One thing I did notice is inside this box is another box. So we've got, here's where our case is. So let me put the camera down, I'll pull this out, and let's see what's inside. Alright, so I did get the case out of the box, and I'll give you a quick once over. Pretty cool vented front. Got key and lock there. These two drive cages here have 120 mil fans, which is nice. Got three 5 1/4 inch bays. Power, two USB 2.0, I believe. Reset button. And then we have our LEDs for power, hard drive, and two network LEDs, activity lights. Alright, so moving on the side, nothing exciting here, just some vents on the bottom and various screw holes for rails. On the back, two 80 mil fans, cut out for your power supply, your ATX cut out there, and vented PCI slots. Alright, so let's pop off the top here. I'm going to put this down 1 second. Okay, so here's the inside. Got your parts box and your front panel connectors here. Now, I'd read that the power and reset switches were reversed on this case, so I'll have to keep that in mind when I put my put the PC together. So we'll make sure to test that. It's aluminum, I guess, stability bar. It's pretty solid. The two drive cages, I'll pull these out so you can see them. And these plastic little drive trays that are toolless, so they have little no screws, which looks to be nice. We'll see what that looks like when I pull this out. Alright, so we're here at the front of the case. These drive cages actually pull forward and out the front, and what's pretty cool is that they're held in by these little tabs here. So what you do is you have to press these down and while you push the cage forward, and then they slide out the front, which is actually pretty cool. You'll also notice here that on the side, looks like you have the option, if you pull this out, to add a third drive cage. So you could actually get, we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have capacity for 8 drives in these cages, and if you add another one, you could have 12 total. I don't know if I'd ever have that many drives in my home server, but it's still pretty cool that I have the ability to have that many. So on the side here is your 120 mil fan. You can see it in there. And see if I can do this with one hand. These drive cages, they're made out of plastic. They're a little bit flimsy, but you just sort of squeeze the side here and they slide out. And then you can see that there are little metal pegs in there that will fit inside the side of the drive, so you don't have to worry about screwing these in. So it makes this toolless, which is kind of convenient. And the other thing I noticed is if you wanted to change your 120 mil fan, actually it's a better view, these fans are held in by 4 screws here. So, but I did try and take these out, but it's actually a little bit too wide for the side here. Then I noticed these additional holes here, and you can, it's tough to see, inside there are 4 screws, it's a little bit better there, that you have to take out, and that will actually release the front part of this cage here, and actually that will pull out the fan with it, and then you'll be able to change it if you want it. Alright, so the last thing I wanted to show is behind this plastic piece here, you can kind of see a foam dust shield. And one thing I don't like is that this plastic piece here doesn't come out easily. What I discovered is that it's held in place by 4 screws. Let me turn my light on. There's a screw here, here, and on the other side, there, and there. So to remove that foam dust shield, you have to unscrew the front and then take this plastic piece off to get to the foam filter there. It would have been nicer if it was a little bit easier, but overall it's probably not too bad. Okay guys, so there you have it. That's the unboxing of the Rosewill RSV-R4000 server chassis, or rack mounted case as I call it. Overall I think it's going to be a good home for my home server, and I think it's going to work out well. So thanks guys, and stay tuned for the next video.